尊敬的教育部长，尊敬的张树丁主席，尊敬的诸位与会的大德朋友们，大家好。
Respected Minister of Education, respected Mr. Dim Samsudin, respected delegates from every countries, I'm very glad to be here today.
在这一个世纪，化解冲突，拯救危机，如何将这个世界带回到安定和平，是我们许许多多至死人人的共同目标。
In this world of chaos, where disaster, man-made and naturals are abundant, how to return our life to the simple way, to a life full of goodness, and return to a more stable, more peaceful environment. That's what all of us are here today, and that's why we are here today in this conference.
净空接受圣贤教育，佛陀的教育57年，从事教学工作呢，到今年也是50年。
I've been learning the teaching of Buddhism for the past 57 years, and myself, I've been giving lectures as a teacher for the past 50 years.
那么从1999年，我住在新加坡，协助新加坡9大宗教团结在一起。从这个之后呢，我们就这个有这么一个机会呀，能参与这个国际之间的和平工作。
Since 1990s, I was fortunate enough to stay in Singapore, where I was able to help the Singapore government in their effort to harmonize different religions and make peace and coexistence more easy for different religions and different religious followers.
我先后参加了10次这是第11次国际和平会议。
I was able to go to up to 10 different international peace conferences in the past few years.
那么我非常感激，也受很多人的感动都是有真诚的爱心，希望替这个化解冲突、促进安定和平找到方法。
I was very grateful, as I am very grateful now, to be invited here. That I was able to meet many peace workers from all over the world who truly would like to find a solution to our current problems.
那么过去在伦敦访问的时候我们跟剑桥、牛津大学也做过交流英国在过去汤恩比教授说了一句很重要的话，他说要解决21世纪的社会问题应当要找中国的孔孟学说跟大乘佛法。
Well, I was invited to London University and the University of Cambridge 2 years ago. In that speech, I mentioned a very famous British historian, Professor Arnold Toynbee. He said a very important sentence. He said that to resolve the problem of the 21st century, we must rely on the teaching of Confucianism, Mencius teachings, and the Mahayana Buddhism.
那么展开历史，确确实实，中国在过去5000年当中 基本上它是很安定的、很和平的。
If we look at the history of China for the past 5,000 years, it is relatively peaceful and people are always living in a very stable condition.
那每一次有朝代的更替，这个政权的转移那么这是时间都很短，大概政权稳定之后没有超过5年，一定会有150年到200年的这种长治久安的局面。
On average, of course, there are changes of dynasty or changes of regime, but if we look at the history, normally there will be no more than 5 years of disturbance to people's life in between different dynasties. So relatively, Chinese culture has enjoyed a long-term stability and peace.
那么这种治理国家的政绩确实是使这个全球许许多多人仰慕的著作。
With such 5,000 years of histories and experience, it is truly something that can be shared and learned by many people all around the world.
那么也有欧洲的一些学者，在这个2战之前1次大战之后2战之前研究过这个问题，就是世界上4大文明古国3个已经没有了，为什么中国还存在？
There are some European scholars after World War II. They have actually delved into the study of why is the Chinese civilization still exists today, as compared to the other 3 ancient civilizations. They have actually stopped existing as of now. They were wondering about these questions.
那他们的结论呢？说是应该是中国人重视家庭教育的原因这个结论呢是非常好的很难得，我听了之后很赞成。
Their basic conclusion to their finding as to why Chinese civilization is able to survive after such a long time is that they have concluded that the Chinese people, they emphasized heavily on family education, and that's what kept Chinese civilization alive so long afterward, even today. And I fully agree with their conclusion.
那么除这个之外，就中国人为什么重视教育，这个家庭教育这个问题，好像很少人能够提出来了。
A very interesting question arises, which is why does the Chinese believe so much in family education?
在中国我们至少可以追溯到5000年前的历史。
We can trace, if we look at the history of China, we can trace this emphasis on family education all the way back to 5,000 years ago.
这个5000年前那个时候中国还没有文字文字是皇帝发明的距离现在大概4500年。
Back then, Chinese has no written language, and written language was invented by the Yellow Emperor 4,500 years ago.
中国的家是个家族人数少的也有70-80人，多的有300-400人，这样大的一个家庭，他要是没有教育的话，这个家就会乱了。
The traditional definition of family in a Chinese sense is that a family consists at least 70 to 80 people. That's for a small family. For the bigger families, it could easily go up to 400 or 500 people. So if there is no proper education to back up, to regulate, and to help along the family, it will be disastrous.
中国古人相信人性本善在佛教里面，释迦牟尼佛也相信说一切众生本来都是佛。
Ancient Chinese teaching taught us that we were born innately good. Buddha Shakyamuni also taught us that we are originally full of goodness.
如果没有好的教育呢，这个人他会被这个社会污染。这污染呢，那就是时间长了 就会变成非常的严重啊，这就是现在这个社会的现象啊。那么到最近这100多年来呢，中国人把这个古圣先贤的教学收获了。
We are born innately full of goodness and purity, but we still see many wrongdoings in our society today. It is because that we acquire those those negative habits and wrongdoings from the outside environment. So, if we look at the recent Chinese history, we realize that even the Chinese, they have beginning to neglect the importance of family education. So we see a string of unfortunate events that happens to China in recent history.
中国的教育啊，诚像刚才部长所说的啊，他是从小孩出生那个时候就开始教他啊，一直教到老死，所以活到老学到老学不了。
Just like the Minister of Education have said, the Chinese education begins from infancy all the way until the day a person dies. So the learning never stops. It is continuous throughout one's lifetime.
啊，那么今天社会的动乱，那么在中国这个地区啊，是我们收获了古圣先贤传统的教育。
We see so much disasters, man-made and natural. Especially recently, we see a lot of those occurring in China. It is precisely because people have been neglected the traditional teachings, the family education.
那么在整个世界呢，这个动乱的时候呢，也是随着科学技术的发达了，大家把宗教教育收获了。
If you look around the world today, because of technological advances in our society, people gradually started to ignore the teaching of ancient saints and sages, even religious teachings. People are starting to ignore them.
所以要想真正化解冲突拯救危机还是要靠古圣先贤跟宗教教育。
To truly resolve conflicts and return the world to a more stable, more peaceful state, we must rely on the teachings of saints and sages, and we must rely on religious teachings.
我们曾经很多次的在联合国和平会议上介绍这个理念。
We have introduced to the world, even in UNESCO and UN held peace conferences, we have stressed this particular ideal many times.
那么大家听了的时候也很欢喜也很赞叹，可是没有信心，认为这是理想，这是过去的是理想，在现实的社会恐怕做不到。
Many scholars and experts, after they have heard my speech, they are usually very happy to hear them, but they actually approached me afterward and told me that it is just an ideal, it is not practical.
所以我们也寻找了许多地方，最后是在我的故乡我出生的故乡我们做了一个试验。
We have tried to find as many solutions to their suggestions as possible, but eventually we were able to locate a small village near where I was born in China and began an experiment.
我们用中国传统的材料、传统教学的方法在一个小镇做实验。这个小镇有12个村庄居民呢有48000人。
This small town actually has 12 villages, and the population is around 40,000 people. And we started teaching all the people, as many as we can, with Chinese traditional cultural values and traditional materials.
那我们传统教育至少也丢掉了80年以上了，所以这差不多是4代所以要想恢复是一件非常困难的事情。我们想了很久最后呢只有一个办法，让这个小镇48000居民，男女老少各行各业大家一起学。
If you look at recent Chinese history, you will realize that the Chinese people have actually ignored and let go of the traditional teachings for at least 80 years or 4 generations of time. So it is very difficult for them to pick up the traditional values and traditional teachings. So we thought of ways to try to embroach, try to teach all the people in this small town as many as possible at a time.
我们没想到啊，我们教了4个月，整个小镇的风气啊，180度的改变，啊，让我们非常安慰啊，使我们的信心啊坚定了增长。
To my big surprise, I was expecting much longer time before anything will take any effect. But actually, after only 4 months of teachings, the social trend, the atmosphere in this whole town has changed dramatically. Actually, you can almost call it 180 degrees of changes.
啊，所以06年呢，这个10月，我们在巴黎啊，联合国教科文组织总部啊，做了详细的报告，还做了3天的展览。
It was also fortunate that after this experiment took place and seemed very successful, we were invited to go to UNESCO headquarters in Paris in 2006, and we were able to present what we were able to find and share our experiences with everyone, every delegates there.
啊，所以我们的总结就是，化解危机、拯救啊这个世界，确确实实需要宗教团结，需要班班教学。
To sum up what I'm trying to say and what we have been trying to do for the past decades is that we must rely on unity of religions to help us to see a better tomorrow, a better world peace, and more stability to come to humanity.
今天我们非常感谢大会的主席邀请我来参加这次的活动。
I'm truly grateful to the chairman of this organization, of the organization of this event, to invite me to be here today.
这次我们跟总统、副总统有足够的时间交流。
We were able to communicate with the president and vice president of the Republic of Indonesia.
我们谈的都非常圆满，都非常欢喜。
We had several very good conversations together.
我是以这个10年的经验呢，提出来给同学们做报告做参考。
I dedicated our past 10 years of experience to everyone here and to share our experience with you.
那么详细的报告呢，在这个文字里面大家都已经拿到了。
There are 2 copies of my speech and some of my findings and experiences. You can find them on your way out of the dinner hall. Please, if you will, you can pick up one.
我的话就说到此地，希望大家好好用餐会好，大会圆满成功。
I will let everyone enjoy their lunch now. I wish every success to this event.
好，谢谢大家，谢谢。
Thank you.